We are an independent school that focuses on the global education. We want all of our students to understand that they're no longer just in their own backyard, that they see the world, that they understand different cultures, that they understand that there are many different people in the world, and we have to learn to appreciate all different types of cultures, not just our own. Our biggest challenge was the slowness of our media centers. Both campuses, we have two different campuses, both campuses house a media center for the students' use. They go in there for classes, research papers, anything that they're going to need to do on a computer. And because it is a Citrix Zen desktop environment on both campuses, the resources were always not enough to house as many students were coming in and working at the same time. So we noticed a huge lag in the system when both media centers were full. And so if a lower school has a class and there are 30 kids and we have 35 kids in there working, it was experiencing frustration from the students of the programs were slow, the internet was slow. And since we've installed the hyperscale solution, I have not heard one of those complaints since the beginning of the school year, which is a great thing because they're usually the ones that get frustrated the most. We run our entire network on the hyperscale solution. We run our phone server, we run our domain controller over it, our internet comes through it. Everything gets done on this one solution, this one hyperscale solution. So it has just increased the speed, the productivity of the system itself throughout the campus. One of the things with independent schools is you tend to have a budget and you have to live within that budget. And when we have a budget for 1 year, our growth rate might not match what we set in place for a particular year that we might have bought the previous equipment. It seemed for us that we were never able to keep our workload equipment up with our growth of our school. We have experienced substantial growth over the 10 years, going from 7th grade to 11th grade to ending up in kindergarten through 12th grade. So obviously growing every year that we've been in business, it's always put a hamper on the ability to keep the hardware keep up with the workload. The biggest change that we've noticed is we had 3 servers in the past running off of a large UPS. Whenever we experienced a power failure, which is a lot in eastern North Carolina, our UPS was never able to completely do its shutdown because of the power consumption of those 3 servers. Ever since the hyperscale solution has gone in place, we've noticed that the UPS doesn't even blink. It's able to just keep running, and we have not experienced any of the power fluctuations or issues that we had with the other servers on the UPS. So obviously there's cost savings there with having 1 server versus 3 running. We've noticed that, the cost of it alone is much more beneficial to a school our size than to have to keep adding hardware every year to keep up with the workload. Nirvana IT and I started our working relationship about, this will be going on our 4th year. We were having some installation issues with our original system and needed a very good guru to come in there and just solve all the problems and get it up and running. And that's how we ended up meeting, was Citrix had sent them in to help fix our system and get it up and running. Over the course of the 3-4 years we've been working together, they've made recommendations on our system, how to help us better utilize what we have, and they're the ones who actually brought us the hyperscale solution package. And when they saw what we were dealing with, knowing our business, knowing our budget, bringing the hyperscale solution in place was just an easy call.